पेट्रोल डीजल का दोनों कंजम्पशन प्री कोविड का टाइम हमने तो क्रॉस कर लिया एंड एज ऑन डेट अप्रैल नवंबर पीरियड करंट ईयर में हम लोग लगभग मतलब 15% के आसपास पेट्रोल और 10% के आसपास डीजल का ग्रोथ है। अभी जितना भी मेरा आईओसी का रिक्वायरमेंट है तेलंगाना स्टेट का, मेरा 2 टर्मिनल है, एक चल्लापल्ली में है, एक रामगुंडम में। ये दोनों से सप्लाई पूरा 100% हो रहा है। एलपीजी का भी मेरा लगभग 40% मार्केट शेयर है तो तेलंगाना स्टेट में। वो मेरा 2 प्लांट है, एक चल्लापल्ली है 180,000 मेट्रिक टन कैपेसिटी है, एक तिमापुर है 120,000 मेट्रिक टन कैपेसिटी है। ये दोनों प्लांट से मेरा 100% सप्लाई भी हो रहा है। एंड अगर बट एलपीजी में अगर कुछ शॉर्टफॉल हो जाता है मेरा आंध्रा से भी हम मूव कर सकते हैं बिकॉज एलपीजी जीएसटी में कवर्ड है, तो इंटरस्टेट मूवमेंट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
इनफैक्ट while introduction I think we left out Bala also. Mr. V. Balasubramaniam is the person who is coordinating for my entire planning activities for the state of Andhra and Telangana. He is also taking care of all renewable energy proposals in these 2 states. Okay. Anyway, we just started a bit late. Nevertheless, we'll try and finish it off on time. Anyway, dear friends from the media, a very good afternoon to you. In fact, I'm really privileged today to meet you all. And you guys have taken out your valuable time of a busy schedule. I know the President of India is in town. So all of you are running around, still you could make out to attend this program. And in fact, I take it as really lucky because I just took over from Mr. RSS Rao, who just superannuated a couple of months back, and I'm getting a chance to interact with each one of you. See, we all know the last 2 years has been really, difficult for all of us, especially during this pandemic time. And we, in our company, we have seen a lot of, business process changes happening in last 2 years. And we all know that the Prime Minister of India has declared that, that the country to be net zero by 2070. And while as our chairman has declared that all the operations of Ethanol will be made net zero by the year 2046. 2046, which happens to be, it will be the 100th year of independence. That's how 2046 has been chosen as net zero for Indian oil operations. We are doing a lot of activities for achieving this target of net zero by 2046. And we are working extensively on things like green hydrogen, biofuel, renewables, carbon offsetting through ecosystem restoration, carbon capture utilization and storage, and many other things. We are also coming up with 2G and 3G ethanol plants in our refinery, especially at Mathura and Panipat. 2G is always in the very advanced stage. Probably we should be able to commission probably by 2023. That's what the target is fixed. And as regarding ethanol, you all know that we blend our petrol with ethanol. Now, right now the target given is 10%. So we are able to achieve 10%. This will help a lot in cutting a lot of import bill on petroleum products, because we import a lot of products, or like we import a lot of crude into this country. So if we can reduce 10%, because ethanol is something which is 100% made indigenous. So this will definitely help us in cutting in our import bill to a great extent. You must have heard about something like, there is a scheme came out with Government of India, Sustainable Alternative Towards Affordable Transportation. We call it SATAT. This is basically, making compressed biogas from various waste material which is available in the market. So this we are into a big way. And we are encouraging private entrepreneurs to they will have to build and they supply what the gas produced is supplied to oil companies like Indian Oil and like BPC, SPC as well. And these are basically for automotive and industrial purposes. We are in a big way into that. In Telangana, we have already given LOI to 7 entrepreneurs, and of that 3 are located in Hyderabad, 1 in Jalgaon, 1 in Mahbubnagar, and 1 in Medchal, and in Warangal. And we market this product by the brand name Indi Green. That's what we are doing it. Right now, we have 1 outlet in Massa tank filling station in Attapur, which is having this facility, where Solika Energy is the party who is supplying the CBQ with that particular outlet. We also came up, a lot of initiatives in terms of our, like what you say, like we are aiming at sustainability, and we are also getting into more of green. That's what we are aiming at. Whole lot of products have been launched by our company during the last 2 years. And the top among the grade is, we call it an extra green diesel, which is we have added multifunctional additives to it, and it has got lots and lots of additives. One of the best available in the country right now in the diesel segment. And it says, it reduces carbon monoxide emission by almost 12%, and 5% decline has been observed in the emission of nitrogen oxides. Right now it's available in around 155 outlets in the state of Telangana. We are expanding it in a big way. And I mean, the benefit is, it varies from, like, I've directly spoken to some of the auto rickshaw drivers. The benefit that they get. They get, sir, I get a mileage extra, like I get a more than a kilometer when I put a liter of diesel extra green. And it's also been extensively used in hilly terrain because you got a fantastic pickup when you use this diesel. And we are promoting in a big way. So 155 is quite a large number, but we will be crossing beyond 200 by end of this financial year. Then we had a product called Extra Premium 100, which is a 100 octane petrol, which is a very niche market. We are marketing in a very, very small market, which is directly meant for all these high-end cars and bikes. Whatever this Formula cars you have seen in the market, these people normally take this product. This is the only company who is selling SP100 product in this country. We have, right now in Telangana, we have only 4 outlets, and that too in Hyderabad only. But of course, Andhra, we have at Vijayawada and Vizag as well. Based on demand only, because this is a very, very niche product. It's not, I used to get it from Baroda. So I can't be expanding it in a big way because, logistics becomes a problem. But right now, yes, I'm able to supply this product which are the customers available in the city of Hyderabad and around. Then we have next product is, we have a 95 octane petrol. It's called SP. We call it Extra Premium 95. This is also, we have around 290 outlets we are promoting this product. Again, it reduces carbon emission to an extent of 44%. It also gives an additional mileage to the tone of around 3.99%. Hydrocarbon emissions are reduced by 13%, and it increases power by 4%, and is almost 20% in acceleration of the vehicle. So this is a very excellent product which keep your vehicle clean and without much of corrosion and things like that in the engine. Then if you're coming to the LPG sector, we didn't did only with your automotive fuel, we got into our LPG as well. We have something like an Extra Tej. Is a brand which is an Indian Extra Tej. This is an LPG brand, which is basically this is for commercial and industrial application. It's also it results in reduced fuel consumption, and it gets more saving. Many of the hotel industries are really getting into this Extra Tej product. We do have, this has been actually, these are all, whatever the product which I've been talking about, these are all additives and the formulation, everything has been made by our own refinement R&D division at Faridabad. It's all purely Atmanirbhar Bharat. Ka typical example is something what I've been talking so far. It's all indigenously made additives and the process in making this product. Then we do have something like Indian Nano Cut, which is normally, we use your acetylene mixer for your welding purpose. But here there's an LPG mix, which is much more safer to use. So we are promoting in a big way, and we are into expanding it into all the way. In fact, we're doing a lot of marketing in terms of spreading this product as well. Then we have, you would have seen a new LPG cylinder has come to the market. We call it LPG composite cylinder, which all aesthetically designed. And, you can, in fact, you can see the LPG inside. If you look at it, if you put a cylinder in front of the light, you can see the LPG, the product inside. It doesn't leave any stains. Normally, if you put a cylinder in any of the floor, you'll find after some time there's a ring formed on the floor. But this is one thing which is very light. It's made of STP material, so it's very lightweight, and with the modern kitchen, basically we are targeting at the, like, you would have seen the advertisement which is coming in papers nowadays, the modern living, the high-end apartments, and the villas with beautifully made kitchen. So this literally suit into that sort of a kitchen. So the segment is different for composite cylinder. Right now, it's available in 5 kg and 10 kg sizes, capacities. Then another thing we came is, we call it as a Chotu cylinder, which is a 5 kg cylinder. It's a normal metallic cylinder, and also a cylinder called Munna, which is a 2 kg cylinder. These are the two brand names. Chotu is for 5 kg and Munna is for 2 kg. This is basically, we are targeting many of this, migrant laborers who are coming into the state who may not be having a residential proof and things like that. I mean, you can categorize many people. People come to the hospital, they take a, the lodge next to the hospital for the long treatment. They may be wanting to do a cooking. This is the simplest thing. You can go walk into any of the agency and, you pay it and you get a cylinder and regulator. You can just use it. I mean, in fact, we call it, it's something like a, even in domestic cylinder, if people have got double cylinder, one cylinder can be made as a 5 kg because we call it as a night watchman. In the sense, you book for a cylinder probably in a day or two. I mean, in this area, I think we are able to deliver it in a single day. Yeah, 1 day is the maximum permissible time which we take in this part of the state. With 1 day, you can use that 5 kg. So you can save your space at the kitchen. And also, we can save a little bit of your money for investing in a full cylinder. This is a 5 kg cylinder readily available. This is one option. And similarly, the 2 kg, 2 kg cylinder, which can even goldsmith when they use heating gold and all, they usually use a cylinder. So this can be utilized by them also. In some places, even your ironing person who does ironing, even some of the irons are converted to LPG and they use that. Then we have come up with another called an Indian Tatkal Seva facility, which is basically we started in Hyderabad by January 2022. That is, if somebody books a cylinder, we are able to make the delivery within 2 hours. But of course, with a small premium, we charge a small premium for that. But it will be delivered within 2 hours of your booking. So this is helpful for those people who are operating on a single cylinder. If gas gets over in the morning, I place it, I can give the slot when I want it. So within 2 hours, the cylinder is at your doorstep. And of course, we have other facilities like, missed call facilities, and then you have something like an Indian Family Connect. You can book a cylinder for your family members. Normally, it doesn't happen. So that's also possible for your family members or your friend. If you want, we can put that facilities are available at present. In terms of renewables, we are also, we have been talking a lot about, electrical vehicles. And we talk a lot about, lithium-ion battery, which is not available. Lithium is not available in our country. It has to be imported. So electrical vehicle has become costly, and it's not, though people wanted to bring in more electric vehicle, but people are not buying. Maybe two-wheelers are buying a lot, but the car segment are not really picked up. Only taxis and things like that happening. So we are coming up with, we have entered into an agreement with one of the Israeli company, Finergy, and we made a JV with them. And we are in the process of making aluminum air battery. So aluminum is one material which is available plenty in our country. We too have a tie-up with Hindalco also, Hindalco Industries Limited. So the Israel company and IOC joint venture and Hindalco. And we also use the R&D of Israel company, the parent company Finergy, for making a aluminum air battery, which will be soon coming out to the market. It becomes, so probably then we'll have more of battery swapping facility. Once you discharge the battery, you go to a place, you take out this battery, put another battery, you can go. So that's what the technology is going to come. So once it comes up, probably we'll have more of passenger car vehicles in the market. So now I've been talking about what was happening at Ethanol as a whole. Now let me come back to the state of, I'll concentrate on the state of Telangana because since we are sitting here. Ethanol, we have the major product what we sell is petrol and diesel and LPG. These are the three major products that we all normally use. And we have something around close to 35% market share in petrol and 38% market share in diesel and around 40% market share in domestic LPG. We are the leaders at present in the state of Telangana for this product. And in retailing, something we have something around 1430 or 1425 retail outlets catering to the petrol requirements of the entire state of Telangana. And the supplies are being affected mainly from, we got a terminal at Hyderabad, Charlapalli, and we have one location, Ramagundam. So these two terminals are literally taking care of my entire petrol diesel requirement for the state. As regarding retail, we have something around, like I told you, 1425 outlets are there at present, and 337 outlets were commissioned in the last 3 years in this state. Of that, 188 were rural outlets. And we are also into a bit of solarization because it's all getting connected to my net zero target. We have 552 outlets as on date having solar facility and with an installed capacity of something around 3,400 kilowatts. And we are also into, like I was talking about, your battery charging stations, and we have 94 charging stations as on date, and we will be adding another 264 charging stations before March this year. And we will be commissioning 25 battery swapping stations by end of this financial year. And CNG is also another fuel, which is again a green fuel. Though it's been, CNG has got a separate different logistics, and we have, as on date, we have 46 retail outlets we have already having CNG facility, and another 21 we will be adding this financial year. And you all know that now we have a tie-up with our prisons department for setting up of retail outlets. We have 16 outlets in the state of Telangana, where the dealership has been operated by the prisons department of Telangana. And it's been one of the best model which has been replicated by many states, because it all started from the unified Andhra. It started from Kadapa earlier, but it has been spread to all the other states, many of the states in the country. And in fact, we have, they basically, the people who are delivering the fuel at the outlets are either the inmates of the jail or the freed prisoners. And we too have a women's outlet fully managed at Chandalkuda, where we have 25 women released prisoners operating at the outlet. I mean, this is something, a unique model. And I mean, this particular model has been appreciated world over, because we have made presentation in many forums, even outside the country also. It's basically rehabilitation of the people who are the convicts. Because once somebody go to jail, when coming out, the society don't normally accept them. But this one model which has helped people to really, get a job. And in fact, I myself have interacted with many of the convicts during my earlier tenure here. And they said in the jail inmates that we used to, compete each other to come in the good books of the jail superintendent so that I get a duty at the outlet. When you get a duty at the outlet, the advantage is anybody can come to your outlet and see. Even your family member want to go to jail and see somebody, it becomes it's a big task. But while as you are at the outlet, you are delivering, and somebody, your relative comes, you can take out few minutes because the supervisor will always give you permission. So people literally competing to be in the good books of the people, or the inmates, or the officials of the jail. Now, of course, ethanol I have talked about, we are doing at 10%, but the government of India start getting something around 20% ethanol blending, and probably during the next two years. So to that extent, we are augmenting our tankage facility for ethanol as well. Because ethanol is something, it's not readily, I don't get ethanol throughout the season. They have a ethanol calendar is something different. So I'm targeting a tankage, something like, I didn't have 40 days coverage. So any point of time, my tankage, I should be able to store 40 days of my coverage of my 20% ethanol. So we are working on it. And as regards LPG, we have two plants in Telangana, one at Timapur and another one is at Charlapalli. Totally something around 300,000 metric ton per annum is the capacity. And our Charlapalli is plant, I think we will, I don't know where you've seen it or not, but otherwise we definitely will make one day official visit. We'll plan our next meeting somewhere in one of the bottling plant, because Charlapalli bottling plant is something you should know how the plant. This is one of the first high-speed flexi carousel. You can put 78 cylinders, if I'm correct now. That carousel has got 70. Normally it's around 24 is the normal average size, but this has got 78 cylinders will be filled in one go, and it's fully automatic. So, and it is the first, we call it IntelliGreen bottling plant. Now it has got sophisticated automation and all initiatives like solarization, rainwater harvesting and all those things. But definitely I'll give a chance, we can meet. When we meet next time, we'll have it in some of the locations instead of having in a star hotel. We have around 60 lakh LPG customers in Telangana and operated by 359 LPG distributors. And as I've told, like as of now, my backlog is less than a day. So I should be able to deliver the cylinder. If you book a cylinder today, I'm in a position to give you the cylinder by tomorrow. That's a level of the capacity what I have, the infrastructure what I have at present. And of course, CNG is also coming up in a big way, I've told you. And we too have certain exclusively, we call it geographical area. The entire country is split into a lot of areas for CGD. CGD is like city gas, we call it city gas distribution. So it's coming up in a big way. The entire country has been mapped right now. So the government has done a lot of biddings in between and it's been allotted to various people. And IOC independently participated. We too have some of the JV with Green Gas Limited, then Adani and all. We made some joint ventures. We also participated. And we have totally 40 geographical areas across the country as far as your CGD is concerned. And we have 46 CNG stations in Telangana. And here in IOC's own CGDs, one is at Jagtial, Peddapalli, Karimnagar, the Rajana. That belt is one geographic area comprising around 4 or 5 districts that we are having. And CNG is in a big way in use in automotive fuels and also some of industrial use also we can. As regard to the major projects happening in the state of Telangana, you all know there is a pipeline which is coming from Paradip to Hyderabad. This pipeline will be terminating at a place called Malkapur. We are coming up with a new terminal. The terminal right now, Cherlapalli, the entire operation will get shifted to Malkapur, which is in Nalgonda district. We are expecting in 23, before end of 23, we should be able to commission that particular terminal. And the total cost, my budget for that particular terminal is around 611 crores. And this pipeline, what is coming from Paradip to Hyderabad, it is 1,212 kilometer length pipeline. So that my total cost for that pipeline is 3,338 crore. So the pipeline work is literally almost completed. I have to take the product up to Vijayawada. So once my terminal work is completed in Malkapur, I should be able to bring in my own product from Paradip to Hyderabad. And CSR, of course, there's a separate presentation we will cover during the presentation, but we did a lot of activities in last two. We had a massive, we call it as a mission vaccination drive was done during the COVID period because vaccination suddenly got importance and we arranged to provide vaccination free of cost to all the employees, all the family members, all contract laborers, all customer attendants, all delivery boys, their family members, my dealers, distributors, all those people, even drivers, cleaners, transporters, literally all those people in my supply chain, they were given free vaccination by IOC during the COVID time. We also been donated some of medical ambulance and vans to Shantigiri Ashram. We gave an ambulance to AIMS, BB Nagar. Then we gave one ambulance to Lions Club Secunderabad. Then we have got an advanced life support ambulance was given to Indian Red Cross Society at Warangal. And we also have been distributing COVID essentials to primary health centers in various districts of Telangana. And we also gave a one-time education scholarship to 75 girl students who topped in 10th standard, who are from the lower strata of the society. Then, as the green initiative, I was talking about Jalapalli bottling plant. They got a unique distinction of the green. You would have heard about something like a Green Co certification. So this plant has got a Green Co platinum rating last year. Similarly, my Ramagundam depot, they got a Green Co gold rating last year. And basically, this is given for energy efficiency, waste management, material conservation, green supply chain, product stewardship, and green infrastructure. It's all green, green, green. So these two terminals, I mean, though we handle petroleum products, but they could manage to do all those things at those operating locations. And our office there in Musapet, which has been have been certified as a green building with Griha 4-star rating. That's also another type of rating. We got 4-star rating. So this all, friends, I need to communicate at this juncture, and I extend, because again, the story and the media cover says, the COVID is back again. So we have to be, slightly more careful in the coming period. Take out your mask and sanitizers and things like that. So in fact, on behalf of Indian Oil, I wish each one of you a very, very happy and safe New Year 2023. Thank you.